listing, my Amazon book page? What do I need to have done before I hit start on my Amazon ads?
I'm a big fan of start and then pivot later, because authors don't necessarily, if you tell them, oh, you need a better cover, you need a better blurb, you need to tweak your keywords, your 7KDP keyword phrases, then they're going to get stuck in analysis paralysis and never actually start the ad. So I'm very much a start it on day one, pivot later. But how do we get the ads optimized? A lot of it's going to come down to your book's metadata, your 3 keywords and your 7KDP keyword phrases. So they don't need to be optimized right away, but you do need to look into optimizing them. One of the best ways to optimize them is to think about what books are like my book. And if you search a keyword that you're thinking of using as a 7KDP keyword phrase, and books that are totally different than yours show up in that search, it is not a keyword phrase that should be used as one of your 7. Same with the category. If you go to a category and there's no books like yours in the top 100, it might not be a category for you, because relevancy is one of the most important things. There are 2 ways to compete on getting your ad shown on Amazon: spending a crap ton of money or relevancy. And if you would rather keep your budget lower for these, especially when you're experimenting, then you're going to want to compete on relevancy, which means you want to get that metadata in line. If you haven't published the book yet, make sure your title fits within that genre. No inside jokes on your title. You need to review and understand your bestseller list there. I just read something. People will say, like, well, you don't have to research the bestseller list. You should just write your heart. I just read Nicholas Sparks, like super successful romance author. He deeply researched the bestseller list for 3 years before he found his success. We definitely recommend you run at least one auto ad, but we do recommend manual ones too. We're big fans of getting at least a few category ads going. Once again, relevant category ads. And then keyword ads, we will recommend you do a little brainstorming. Think about the kind of words people would search when they search for your book. But you could also put in book titles that are similar to yours, like they show up in your also bots, or you just know your genre inside and out, so you know which titles would make sense for yours. And we actually recommend you keep making the manual ads, keep brainstorming and researching more keywords, and come up with more and more keyword ads to post each week. We have found that Amazon tends to reward the authors who are consistently adding more ads. There is a point of, you should probably stop once you've gotten about 100 campaigns for a book, or you might stop way sooner than that. But they do tend to like it when you don't treat it like a set it and forget it platform. Usually 100 clicks for a book. So we'll say, hey, put all the ads that are for one book into a portfolio, which is like a folder for your ads. Then you look at that portfolio and you see my portfolio has 100 clicks. Great. Let's go over to the KDP dashboard and see, did we get some sales during that 100 clicks? We're not big believers in the tracked sales stats over on the ad dashboard. We've seen way too many authors who've had very successful ads not utilize those tracked stats. So we always look over at KDP to see where those royalties are at. And if your royalties are higher than your spend, then we definitely recommend continuing. If it's the opposite, then we recommend looking at your book sales page and seeing, okay, you found out of those 100 clicks, you didn't get very many sales. What could you do differently? What could you learn from this?